Who could forget when Tyson Fury fought Francis Ngannou right here at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia? Eastern assassin Larry Holmes, perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions of all time. He's got plenty of power and one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division. Jack the Manasseh.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
This is the night.
All right.
Everybody.
The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. They better start respecting each other's punching power. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You can really feel the buzz. Did you see that? Jack Dempsey. Oh, boy, in trouble. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good punch. Nice punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Hey, those punches add up. Very hold that thought! Oh my, the big fella just got rocked! Talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Yes, I like that round. Good round, you feel good? Relax now. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible round, that one.
No, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backward. You don't know if they're going to attack.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Oh no, Dempsey is hurt. Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. Both trying for a knockout. The straight right just misses. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's I'm happy. Stay focused.
Go out there and get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there.
Smart. Good man, good man. Just same again. Don't change too much.
Good. Get your mind back on the job. It was a god-awful round, I tell you. Now, come on. You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight.
Either way, think about the defense on the end and what you do. Good work.
And there's the bell for round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter shot. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five. And we continue.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just gotta make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's gonna get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to losing around.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should...
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. And right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Talk about Dempsey in that last round. The corner has it. Back at it in round 4. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You'd like to see more jabs. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The counter lands. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Left uppercut doesn't score. close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their...
Time for the 5th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice punch. And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once, so you got away with it. You can do it again.
Nice counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. On to the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
The jab doesn't quite connect. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than I could.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Perfect punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
Here comes round 7. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. The great heavyweight champion just got clipped. How did they not go down?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
You all right? You're out.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Ain't stopping me, I'm a pro like a Mac. Drip flow like a tap, tiptoe to the stack. Thrive under pressure, know when to attack. When it's showtime, front row to the back. Front line with my back up against the wall. If I'm up against the odds, then I'm about to give it all. About to get them all, I want everything they got. Coming for the top, I won't stop until I fall. Me, I'm trying to ball out like LaMelo Ball. Watch me switch the gears on and wait for him to stall. They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against it all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should have changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I pride when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day.
I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time now Here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes. Dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab. Muhammad.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania. Here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is usually second to none if you get the right fights.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be... These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Good job defending the jab. There's a counter shot. Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Jab slightly off target. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously...
And there's the bell for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Nice counter. So much for boxing. This is a fight. A perfect counter lands. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
I gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Trying to land that jab. Insane action. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give... There's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Perfect counter lands. One punch could change everything in this battle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is... Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. And right back into the fray.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Power, that power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Both of these men show... Hold that thought! Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? How is this fight still continuing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that. And there's the bell for round 5. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. All about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, Meg looks so easy.
Great round, great round. Now,
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why? Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This fight has a real good flow to it. Certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed.
Oh my God, Johnny! The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, here we go. It's round 7. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive there. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Well done with that counter shot. That's another scoring shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
Got him there. Think of holding on here for a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. A much better game plan here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' score.
Yeah, like a duff.